I told you to publish the full letter that Charlie wrote you, not lines of it. Okay? It's a lie by omission. Doing Fox News and Greta Van Sustern's show, he lied about the contents of a letter that Charlie Kirk had written him.
Have you ever considered inviting some of the released Israeli hostages to go on a speaking tour in the United States? This could be very effective. We're like halfway through the letter, by the way. She's lost it, man. She is full-blown Looney Tunes. Does she even know what's going on anymore? One day it's the Israel, then it's the feds, then it's an inside job, then it's Dairy Queen, then it's the Society of Bee Worshippers, then it's Brigitte Macron. Like, bro, take your medication.
Even Nick Fuentes has had enough of Candace Owens. Even somebody that hates Israel with a passion realizes that Candace Owens is a total loony. Here's a video of him exposing her for her lies about Charlie Kirk's letter to Bibi Netanyahu. Take a look.
So there definitely is a little bit more to the story. First and foremost, that letter he is holding up, he is severely misrepresenting. Those sentences are real, but I am calling upon Bibi Netanyahu, the dear friend to Charlie Kirk, to publish the letter's entire contents. Like, don't start with just 2 sentences. Publish the entire thing. You're holding it. I'm saying you're severely misrepresenting the contents, that in May, Charlie was concerned about Israel and their influence on American politics and how they were pushing things that he felt were in conflict with his beliefs, free speech here in America. Bibi's holding it up like Charlie just in May said, hey, you know what? I just want to write a love letter to Israel. That's how it was presented. Would you guys agree? That's not how it happened. Let's stop saying how Charlie felt, and instead, if you're going to hold up the letter, release it in its entirety, okay? And lies by severe omission, I'd like to be very clear, are lies. And does anybody want to jump in and say, no, yeah, the letter Charlie wrote him in May was just like a glowing, he just was overcome with passion and said, I love Israel. You guys are amazing. You're beautiful. We're going to win this thing, and you're perfect and doing nothing wrong. Love you, Bibi. Homie very quickly told us that implied that Charlie was penning love letters to him in May. I just find that weird that no one wants to address the substance of the claims here, whether or not maybe Bill himself has an opinion on whether Bibi lied by severe omission when he mentioned his last correspondences with Charlie. And you're doubling down on your lie. I told you to publish the full letter that Charlie wrote you, not lines of it. Okay? It's a lie by omission. Doing Fox News and Greta Van Sustern's show, he lied about the contents of a letter that Charlie Kirk had written him.
Remember on September 18th, I reported about a letter that Charlie Kirk wrote to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, what was exactly in it? Well, the New York Post got a hold of that letter and they've now published it. And it's exactly what I reported. Now, Charlie Kirk expressing his love for Israel, warning about the disinformation war, and really urging Israel to do better when it comes to social media and how to reach the younger people. No attacks on Israel, just advice on how to fight lies and reach the next generation. I'm not going to read the 7 pages, but it says, everything written here is from a place of deep love for Israel and the Jewish people. Israel is losing the information war and needs a communications intervention. Then he goes on to say, Mr. Prime Minister, I urge you, in caps, to revamp your information war strategy from top to bottom. It's exactly what I said, what was in the letter.
Can anybody actually work and assert that I am lying? You can say my name. Candace Owens lied.
Have you ever considered inviting some of the released Israeli hostages to go on a speaking tour in the United States? This could be very effective. We're like halfway through the letter, by the way. This is who Max Blumenthal and Candace Owens want us to believe was the second coming of Hitler. Israel needed to kill this guy because he was about to blow the lid on the whole operation. They couldn't bribe him, couldn't blackmail him, couldn't negotiate with him. He had to be eliminated. He had to go because he was too out of control. This is the guy. Halfway. The article goes on. You need a one-stop shopping resource where Israel's platform and beliefs can be spelled out. I know it's common to think social media is a waste of time, but TikTok algorithms, have changed. I have increased my followers on TikTok from 1 million to 6 million in the last year. There's that number again. We get billions of views on TikTok. My campus tour last fall received 5 billion impressions. Elon Musk is a friend to Israel, so X offers a great opportunity to make inroads on social media. Israel should not sit back and allow its enemies to define her. A recent Pew Research poll showed 53% of Americans have an unfavorable view of Israel. U.S. support for Israel is precarious. A new media strategy is urgently needed. I understand social media as well as anyone in the world. That's certainly true. From my vantage point, Israel has retreated from social media without a fight. How are you going to win over younger generations if you're starting out in retreat? Mr. Prime Minister, stop this retreat. Get in the information war fight. The front lines of this information war are on social media. Other than a few guerrilla warfare operations, there's little Israel-created content. Is that even true? I saw Israel has increased its Hasbara budget by 20 times, which is great news. There's great news. There's also hundreds of millions of dollars raised by private pro-Israel groups. Some of this money should be directed into creating pro-Israel original content. Next, promote this content on Israel-operated social media channels and websites. Use the funds to start the Israel Truth Network. To sum up, you should consider reshaping your Hasbara department into a political campaign headquarters with narrative experts. Hasbara could be the mothership hosting Israel Truth Network, where the messaging campaign can be created and distributed to pro-Israel groups and thought leaders. Israel is the Silicon Valley of the Middle East. Israel has an abundance of brain power and technological expertise. The question is whether Israel has the willpower to step up its game. From my vantage point, the status quo is not working. Israel is getting crushed on social media, and you are losing younger generations of Americans. In my opinion, you are losing the information war, which will translate into less political and military support from America. The Holy Land is so important to my life, and it pains me to see support for Israel slip away. Contact me on my private number below if you'd like to discuss this further. Okay.
You don't get to ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
Oh, man. I've seen this like 100 times in the past few days. Oh, jeez. She's lost it, man. She is full-blown Looney Tunes. Does she even know what's going on anymore? One day it's the Israel, then it's the feds, then it's an inside job, then it's Dairy Queen, then it's the Society of Bee Worshippers, then it's Brigitte Macron. Like, bro, take your medication. That's crazy. She needs to get 5150'd. And I know that's like a sensitive subject because we're mutual friends of Ye. When you're crazy, sometimes that you just need the help,
You don't
right?
get to ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
Like, you could see what she's going for. Like, she's trying to sound crazy. She's trying to imitate like a crazy person, but it's just, whatever this is, it's not working. Yeesh.
What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
Ugh. Oh, man.
I want to be 100% clear and emphatic. This video is not an endorsement of Nick Fuentes. In fact, I find him quite repulsive, and I hate that I actually agree with him in this video. But it is true. Candace Owens has gone too far, even for those that hate Israel, meaning even their side is rejecting her and seeing her for how crazy she is. And therefore, I think that anybody who is still following her is a total nutcase and is ignoring the quite literal signs of lunacy that is coming out of her mouth every single day. She lies like she breathes. For more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Jewish Uncensored. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you believe in what we do here over at Jewish Uncensored, consider supporting us in a few different ways. You can support us monetarily by going to buymeacoffee.com/Jewish Uncensored. You can also go to our new merchandise store, IsraelUncensored.com, where we just dropped a bunch of new merch. Additionally, to gain access to exclusive content, you can go to our memberships tab on this channel and join there. And finally, you can share this video with both family and friends in order to share this message with the world. Thank you so much for your support.